Man, I love this hobby. Traveling to Europe for $85, you can't beat that. Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel, we're talking about credit cards, points, finances, and travel. If this is something that interests you, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Guys, these videos take hours, so I would really appreciate every like and every subscribe. Thank you. I haven't been to Greece for 6 years. I came here with the intention to go back the first summer, and then the first summer became second summer, third summer, and now we are at the sixth summer. So it's fair for me to say that I am homesick. I really miss hanging out with very close friends, eating a proper gyro, having a proper cold cappuccino, and have some really nightlife and some really good fun. There are many good places that you can go to do all your vacations, but I have to say that Greece must be in the top 3 no matter where you go. The country is freaking beautiful. Greeks are so much fun. The food is incredible, and the history is just mind-blowing. It was about time. I'm going to Greece with my wife October 23rd and coming back November 15th. So we're gonna have 3 weeks in Greece, and we're planning to go in many places. I had to use almost all the American Express points that I had left. So let's get down to it, see what exactly happened, and we will come back to wrap it up. So we're going to Greece. Let's see how this goes. For me, things are very easy. The main objective for me is to go see my family, so I want to go there as fast as possible. I'm traveling from DC, actually it's Virginia, Dallas Airport, going to Munich in Germany, and from Munich directly to my island, Crete, and specifically Iraklio, which is my city, and this is how I'm coming back too. I'm going Iraklio, Munich, DC. Now, for my wife, Fernanda, this is not as easy or as straightforward. Not only she's flying from a different country, but she has to make a few stops. She wants to see friends, so she's gonna spend a month in Europe. And she's really going like in Europe, not just Greece. She's traveling from San Jose in Costa Rica, landing in Madrid, and from Madrid goes to Athens, Athens to Iraklio. This was the best option since she wanted to go to Madrid. On the way back, she's leaving Iraklio. We're flying together. We're in the same flight going to Munich. I'm flying back. She's staying there for a week to see some friends. And then she's going to Madrid to fly back to Costa Rica. So a little more complicated here, and we will see how this impacts the points and all the things that we had to go through. So for me, things were very straightforward. We used all the American Express points that we had. I used my Platinum and Gold. Fernanda only has the Gold. My flight was of course coach because I'm cheap and I don't want to spend. There's really no good redemptions for business right now. At least I couldn't find them. Let me know if you have a different opinion, but I thought I don't want to spend 400,000 points that I don't have to begin with. So 67,845 points for a round trip to Greece. This was a 1 cent per point redemption. For Fernanda, things were a little more tricky. She didn't have all these points to her account. So for the first trip to go from Costa Rica to Madrid, she spent 64,000 points and $85 out of pocket. On the trip to from Madrid to Iraklio and with a stop in Athens, 27,620 points. This is, I paid with my points. She didn't have any more, so we used my points. Same thing for Iraklio to Munich, 11,200 points. 7,140 points from Munich to Madrid, for a total of 177,805 points plus $85 for that trip from Costa Rica to Spain. The redemptions on these flights were not as good as mine. Paying cash was just a little cheaper. We got about 0.9 cents per point for all these flights. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. And I'm sure if we were digging a little earlier, we would find much better deals than now. But for some reason, even though we knew we were gonna get this trip, well, we didn't plan early enough. I didn't plan early enough. So yeah, that's what we get. But close to 1 cent per point. And I have to say all these include taxes and everything. So there's no other cash that we spend on these flights. But here's the other question. What am I using while in Greece? Of course, I'm gonna get my Platinum. Not only for the lounges, I'm planning to rent a car because I'm trying to go in a bunch of places that we will see a little later. So not only I will get advantage of all the upgrades through the big rental companies, but the 5x. On restaurants, 4x internationally, incredible. Of course, I will get my gold. And I called Citi today. That I didn't have a very good customer experience with them today, but I will leave that for another day, another video. I called them and I asked them if all the multipliers are good internationally, and I was told that yes, they're good internationally. So since they are good internationally, I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna use it for gas, 3x and 3x on groceries. Now you say, oh, you're gonna go on vacation, you're gonna get groceries, but I'm gonna stay there for 3 weeks and I'm gonna be with family. So I'm sure there's gonna be times where I'm going for groceries. I'm gonna get my Chase Sync Preferred for everything else plus parking. And the World of Hyatt, of course I would get the World of Hyatt because I get it anyway. There's no way I would travel without the World of Hyatt. There's a Hyatt in Athens, a Hyatt in Thessaloniki, and then there's a good chance that Fernanda's gonna have to stay at the hotel in Madrid for 1 night. So this will come handy for sure. But now, what are we gonna see in Greece? I mean, we don't have anything really planned. Once we go to Greece, we're gonna have to improvise. We have our schedule a little loose, so we'll see. But there are some places that we really want to go, so let's see. Iraklio is the city that I was raised. I wasn't born there, but I was raised there since 7 years old, so it's my city. The Palace of Knossos that you see on the left is actually where the myth of the labyrinth and the Minotaur, the half-man, half-bull beast, was born. The first palace was built in 2800 BC. So what you see here in the picture is from 1600 BC. So we're talking old. And then the Venetian port is just incredible, incredible. Guys, so much history. I mean, and of course there's great nightlife. It's just incredible. Athens has not only some of the best archaeological sites and museums, but also it has an amazing nightlife. It doesn't sleep really. Like if you go to Greece, and this is a topic that I have back and forth with my wife many times. She thinks my daughter, for example, should go to bed very early, like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I used as a kid to go to bed at 10:30. And this is not only in Greece, but I want to say in every Southern European country. We just stay up later. We take naps, afternoon naps, and then we stay up later and everybody's out, especially in the summertime. Forget it. Now we're gonna be there October, but the weather is still very nice, very mild. So I think we're gonna have some really amazing nights. Then this is where the rental is coming handy. We're gonna go to Meteora. Meteora is just an incredible site. It's in the heartland of mainland Greece. There's a bunch of monasteries that look that they're suspended in the air because they're in huge pieces of rock. And that's how they call it Meteora, basically like hanging out of nowhere, right? These monasteries were built in the 1200s, so late Byzantine era, and they're like 800-900 years old. Just incredible, incredible nature, incredible history. And it's a must see, and that most people go to the fancy islands, but they're missing all this. And since we're going to Meteora, we have to go to Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki is where I was born, and close by to Thessaloniki, I have all the rest of my family. I have my immediate family in Crete, in Iraklio, but my extended family, uncles, aunts, cousins, everybody is close there. Now, a few things that I realized trying to book these flights. Trying to book directly with the airliners was the worst experience, especially because I was trying to use companies that work with American Express. When I was trying to book with United, for example, I was getting the best redemption, like 1.5 cents per point. It was like dirt cheap, but I don't have enough Chase points. I use them to buy my fancy new iPhones. I wish I had them. So I had to use American Express points. And the best redemption I would get was 1-to-1 ratio, but also not directly with the airliners. That was the worst kind of redemption. I booked all these flights through the American Express portal. And not only was cheaper this way, but I was able to book directly from DC to Irakli, for example, and it was adding all the airports in between automatically. Where with the airliners, I tried to do this with Delta, and Delta is part of the Sky Club, and you would expect that automatically it would connect with the partners and it would give you opportunities to travel directly to smaller airports, but that wasn't the case. And I was very disappointed with that. For a traveler that is very budget oriented, especially for airline travel, as I am, I found that my Chase flights had much better redemption rates. So maybe this is because I booked so close. I mean, it's 2 months early, but then again, it's off season. If it was on season, like if it was August, July, it would probably be terrible. Nevertheless, $85 to do all these trips. I mean, I'm going directly to an island in Greece for just 67,000 points, and my wife is traveling all over Europe for just over 100,000 points. So it's still incredible. I'm just saying, comparing my experiences with Chase, I found it, especially for coach flights, that, and I knew this. I mean, let's be honest. This is American Express points are best used for business or first class, but I didn't find any good deals for Europe, at least for this time of the year. Maybe as many of YouTubers like Ask Sabi keep saying, he's traveling to Asia all the time, so Asia might be much better redemptions. But for Europe, yeah, not really excited about it. But I'm very excited about the trip. I can't wait to go home. I can't wait to see everyone and have so much fun. And I will take as many videos as I can. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe. Until the next one. Ciao.